Welcome back into the Non-Blonde Cafe this morning. I'm very excited. It is about that time. I have Carol Alt, supermodel, gorgeous woman on the line with me this morning. Good morning, Carol. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I've been reading a bunch of your book this morning, and I actually have to chuckle. I went back and looked at a lot of your supermodel days back at Sports Illustrated back in the 80s. It's awesome to talk to you.
Well, thank you so much. You know, it's so funny because I was up at Sports Illustrated yesterday, so I was actually looking at a lot of those pictures myself today.
And it brings back a lot of memories, huh?
Oh, yeah, a lot of memories. You know, some not so good, like the days I starved myself and drank 8 cups of coffee to stay skinny. So sometimes I think I'm happier today.
Yeah, I bet you are. Well, you were on the, just, you know, to catch everybody up, the Supermodel, you were on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and you had a long career with that. Tell us, that doesn't sound like it was very healthy, but now you have a very, very healthy lifestyle, and you have a new book out, Boost Your Energy, Live Cleaner, and Look and Feel Younger Every Day. How did you come to this point?
Well, you know, the thing is I was very fortunate. I was brought to a doctor years ago. A friend of mine had gone to him and said, this guy's amazing. I mean, it'll change your life. And then very few things change your life. And I rolled my eyes at my friend. But something inside said, hey, go check it out. What do you got to lose? And I went to see this guy, and it was just like he started talking to me, and my brain went, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the information I've been seeking. And I started working with him. I changed my diet, and like it's just like my whole entire life changed. I anti-aged. I lost the weight that I've been battling to lose. My energy boosted, and I went, holy cow, this is like major information. Why isn't everybody doing this? And then I realized, you know, Madison Avenue doesn't want people to be healthy because they want to sell people drugs. And I'm going, you know, and I'm on the other side of that going, no, food is the best drug you can have.
And you're right, but it is very difficult. I mean, especially, well, I'm sorry, I didn't even ask you, where are you calling us from this morning?
I'm calling you from the airport in New York City. I'm headed to Los Angeles.
Okay. Well, you know, we live in the South, and it is very, very hard to switch your thinking to go the way that you have, because I don't think we're knowledgeable about it enough. I mean, you're considered a raw food expert.
Well, I think that the thing is that you don't have to be an expert. I mean, in the book, it's one of the aspects of the book. It's just, you know, I explain what raw food is and why it's so good for you. But then I put a lot of doctors' information in the book on how to eat, you know, other ways and, you know, what supplements you should have. And there's lots of nutrition as well as beauty and anti-aging and exercise stuff in the book. So it's not just about raw food. But I think the most important thing that people have been touching on is the food. And I try to tell people, listen, this is as easy as typing into your computer raw food.
Right.
It's as easy as that. Whatever you eat cooked. Like, for example, you go into a supermarket, your pickles in the jar are cooked, your olives in the jar are cooked. They're cooked.
Right.
No intrinsic nutrition value whatsoever, and many times these things are fattening. Your olive oils, if they don't say cold pressed and they're in a dark bottle, they're cooked. And they use chemicals to extract them. And once you start realizing what people are doing to the food they're selling you, you just want to be smarter than they are and not buy the garbage they want you to buy. So that's really what it is. Type raw food in on your keyboard. You can have things shipped to your house. It's so easy. You don't even have to think. Just try stuff.
You know, I think that is something we take advantage of. I would not even have thought about, you just used the example pickles. I mean, we wouldn't even think like that, you know. But you know, even people go out and they think, okay, I'm just going to have salad because it's healthy. And there's not any nutritional value to lettuce, you know, so it does take a change in your thinking, you know, it really does, and to do your research. Now, I know that there's one aspect we just talked about again was coffee. So tell us your insights on coffee, because I really don't drink it anymore, or just caffeine in general.
Well, you know, first of all, caffeine kicks your adrenals, and your adrenals are really what regulate a lot of your hormones. They create them. You know, your adrenals make cortisol, estrogen. So, for women, we're becoming adrenal depleted. That makes us more and more tired, and it makes us more and more acidic because we're pouring all these hormones into our system. And then I sit here and I go, well, no kidding that we're starting to get reproductive cancers. We have all this estrogen flowing through our system. Adrenals should be kicked in a fight or flight. They should be kicked if you're going to war, or you're going to play a game on the field, or you're in a situation where somebody's going to attack you somehow. These adrenals should not be kicked like this every day. So that's my biggest argument with coffee.
I see.
My second biggest argument with coffee is, it's acidic. And we are so acid as individuals and human beings. We make so much acid in our body, like lactic acid and hydrochloric acid, but we need to be balanced. And if you're putting this acid coffee into an acid system, there's no balance there. So that's my second issue with coffee. Listen, I like coffee like the best of them. I drink 8 cups of coffee a day as a model to keep myself skinny. And, I love a Starbucks like the best of them. But the truth of the matter is I limit those things because I know it's not good. I don't want that acid, destroying my skin and making me look old and wreaking havoc on my system. So, I make that choice. But unless you know that information, there's no choice for you to make. You go, I want a coffee, I go get it.
Yeah, and one of the things I think people get stuck in a rut in is even like with their coffee or anything they're eating, and if you don't feel good afterwards, you probably shouldn't be doing it, but people get stuck in that rut and kind of narrow-minded as to what their intake is.
That's very astute that you say that. People don't connect that when they do something, they eat something, they don't feel good afterwards. They don't connect it to the fact that they ate something that made them not feel good, unless, of course, it's food poisoning.
Right.
Understand that they got that headache because they just poured acid into their system. So it is amazing that people are not making that connection, and I'm trying to help them make that connection. I'm showing them that connection, that, before you reach for that aspirin for that headache, cut out your coffee.
Yes.
For a headache, drink water, because that could just be you're dehydrated. Though, I don't like to take things away from people without giving them something in return, Steph. So here's the thing. I found this great stuff called Ticino. It's Teccino, Ticino. And Ticino has all different kinds of coffee-like substitutes. And when I was drinking coffee, I wish we had a coffee-like substitute that was this good. I actually put it through my cappuccino maker. I make an espresso out of it, and then I take some almond milk, and I fizz up the almond milk, and I pour that into that coffee, and it's just like a cappuccino. And they got lots of flavors, some stronger, some like mocha and vanilla and hazelnut, and they're delicious. So if you're trying to give up coffee, and you want to give up coffee, but you like that coffee kind of flavor, or you need that habit to have something warm in the morning, think substitutes.
Right. Okay. Well, very good. How's the public been feeling about your book? You getting some good intake on it?
Oh, it's been blowing up. I mean, I have done. I mean, every radio person I have talked to, every interview I have spoken to, gets it. It's really amazing that when my first book came out in 2005, it was called Eating in the Raw, and it was just lifestyle and 30 easy recipes and. Everybody was like, are you kidding? What's raw? Do you eat carrots? Now it's like, oh my gosh, we do alkaline water. Oh my gosh, I know this. And it's like, it's taken 10 years. But the information is catching up, and that's what's so amazing about this book, is I put doctors in there who 10 years ago, doctors were like, are you crazy? Raw food doesn't give you nutrition, cooked food does. And now people are like, and the processed food. So it's really like a vindication. And this is a resource book. It's everything all in one spot. It's easy to read. I give you the keys. I give you tips throughout the book. The keys on how all these things work so we can get results.
Well, that's awesome. I am so happy to have had you on the show this morning. And look, have a great flight, and we look forward to talking with you again.
I had a great time with you. Thank you so much for having me on your show. You have a great day, too.
You bet. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.